Hey everyone, Atmosphere RQL here, and today we've got something very special for all of you Bakuten Shoot Beyblade fans out there, and something I've been very excited to share. We've taken a closer look at two incredible releases from the past, Hidden Spirit's Salamalyon and Griffolyon. These not only come with the Beyblades, but also with the buildable Bit Beast figures as well. We'll also look at the Majestics, Johnny and Robert, owners of these formidable Beyblades. Before we get to the building, let's talk about the Majestics. A team based in Europe which didn't actually begin as a team. Only through taking on the Bladebreakers did the group start to learn what it means to be a team. The Majestics are all descendants of nobility, wearing ancestral armour in their clash with the Bladebreakers at the Olympia Challenge. Backed by ancient massive Bit Beasts passed down through generations, their power is part of a lineage. With wealth, legacy and fighting spirit on their side, both Bladers and Beyblades truly were formidable. The team led by Robert, Johnny, Oliver and Enrique. Sadly, Oliver and Enrique's Beyblades were never released, Unicolyon and Amphilion, but thankfully today we get to look at Robert's Griffolyon and Johnny's Salamalyon. Alright, so we're going to kick this off with Salamalyon. Originally this was released in August of 2001, so it being 2025, this is quite an older piece here, so it's quite nice to be able to unbox this. I'm hoping that it's all pretty good there with the stickers. I know sometimes stickers degrade with time. We've got the 8 wide there. We've got the sticker sheet there, which, yeah, fingers crossed, all good. And we've got the instructions as well. All comes in there nicely, just as you would with any other model kit. And the parts themselves. So again, like a regular model kit, everything is on some runners there, and it's easy enough to take off the parts and see the parts flying, as you saw there. We've got the base there, some pegs which will attach to the figure. We have the firecracker attack ring as well. There's the 8 wide. And yeah, here's some of the parts as well. So all of these will build up the figure at the end. Come in a variety of, we've got the red, and we've got the orange there as well as the head. And yeah, so we're going to get to it. And the Salamalyon bit chip there as well, which is pretty awesome, to be fair. Cool, so as we assemble the figure there, we've got stickers, which for any model kit builders out there will know that stickers tend to be the bane of our existence. Yeah, so some interesting little facts about this is the base itself requires a screw, which as more spin gears came out, engine gears came out, the screw bases became much less common. And other than that, yeah, we've got there's 2 pegs as well on the base, which will allow the figure to hold the Beyblade as a shield, which you'll see at the end of the build. It comes with the standard, one of the standard 8 wide weight discs as well. And the attack ring does resemble a little bit Dranza V2, so yeah, slight resemblance there. Some other little facts about this set is there has been some re-releases. So a Bakuten Dontrius blue variant was released in 2004 by Takao with a blue and white dragon figure. And there was also a Koro comic limited edition Bakuten Henkei Gaia Dragoon, which came with a purple Salamalyon with a revolver attacker weight disc instead of 8 wide. The dragon figure is purple and yellow. And finally, there is the Hasbro release Salamalyon 2, which is an orange variant with purple instead of yellow for parts of the dragon figure. So one other interesting cool thing about these Hidden Spirit sets is that the Beyblades can be posed with the figure, as if it's creating some of the scenes from the anime. So the Majestic Beyblades, they would usually be able to extend their attack ring with like wings and as you can see here, and the quick overlay. I didn't actually do this with the figure because you'll see why shortly, but let's just say that the figure is very fragile when putting it together. You have to be very careful on how you assemble it. But yeah, essentially the figure and the Beyblade can combine together to create a really nice, cool looking anime-esque figure model there. So this also works alongside Griffolyon, which we'll see later as well. So here we do have the assembled Beyblade, and now we'll kickstart the figure now that all of the parts and the other bits are cut off. So here we go. So as we assembled the figure, so there's plenty of the stickers there that go on the face, and you have to assemble the mouthpiece as well, which is pretty cool. So interestingly, the main rivalry between Johnny in the anime is actually with Kai. So they both face off at Robert's castle, and let's just say that that did go Johnny's way. Both of them met once again in the Olympia challenge, and Kai was able to get the upper hand finally. So definitely, if you've not watched the original series at all, it's definitely worth watching, and there is a playlist actually on YouTube, so definitely check it out. Cool. So back to the figure quickly. You notice I'm actually using a drill here. Let's just say that unfortunately one of the pegs did get stuck and broke off, so I had to bodge my way through it. We ended up drilling a hole through the arm and then cutting a piece off the sprue just to be able to put the arm together. Here's both of the arms. Not the, as model kit makers know, sometimes you do come across some challenges, so it's how you get around the challenges, that's the main thing. Unfortunately, there was another moment where we did have to use the drill as well with the legs. So as a result, the first leg was, let's just say, didn't quite go to plan. Unfortunately, I think there must have been a certain way that the parts go on, and I believe what we did here was, by mistake, we ended up with a stuck piece, so I had to somehow pry them apart. We put the second piece together fine, as you can see there, and the legs would fold in. This is also a reason why I'm not really going to be showing the special Bit Beasts and Blade combination, because I did make big mistakes here with the leg. But yes, we did get around it in the end, so that's fine, as you can see here. So we eventually assembled all of it together once all the arms and the legs were built. It being an older figure, it was very tough to push together. And that leg, unfortunately, did come off quite a few times. But we ended up with it, and here's the completed figure. So, as I said earlier, we've got that Beyblade shield, and it's a nice little figure, I won't lie. A nice piece of Beyblade history. So, we've done Salamalyon, we'll move over to Griffolyon now. And so, this Beyblade was originally released in July 2001. Similar to the Salamalyon, it comes with similar parts, really. We have the screw base, we have the attack ring, we have some stickers which look a bit aged, I'll be honest. Not confident these are going to be too sticky. You got the instructions as you did prior, and we have the bit chip here, which is of Griffolyon, which looks really cool. So we'll get to it and take the parts off, stick the pieces on as much as we could. Admittedly, the stickers weren't the most adhesive, so sometimes you can tell just from looking at it that with these stickers being 20 years old plus, unfortunately they do degrade over time. They're not fully airtight. Been putting the stickers on here. As you can see, there's not as many as the Salamalyon, thankfully. Again, model kit makers detest stickers for the most part, so. But they do add a nice splash of colour to each section. And in the anime, you can see that these splashes of colour appear on the bottom of the Beyblade. So, but yes, absolutely, really nice Beyblade here. Simple. A lot of the old Bakuten Shoot Beyblade designs I really love because they're not over designed. They're a few colour splashes on each Beyblade. They represent the motif really well. And just one little thing here, what little insert is, I assembled the Beyblade and I totally forgot to put this little peg in here. So I did have to put the peg in there, put the base back on together. One little mistake, always, if you're ever doing any assembly, just make sure you triple check everything. So I had to do this after the full assembly, but yeah, so we put all that back together. Nice and easy. It's just a regular Phillips screwdriver, just to put them there, and yeah, so easily enough, easily put together. But yes, talking about Griffolyon slightly here, so comes with again the cross griffin attack ring, which is a four pointed Beyblade attack ring. There we have also 8 balance weight disc, the Griffolyon base, which is not actually legal for World Beyblade Organization sanctioned tournaments, but it's mainly for the display more than anything, just because of the prongs, which actually do hinder the Beyblade quite a bit. Another little bit of trivia is the Beyblade was re-released in 2004 as Bakuten Shoot Itanzel, which is red instead of the blue-grey, and Hasbro also released Griffolyon 2, which was a purple version with a purple and red Griffin figure. So we've just about finished assembling the wings here. Thankfully this has been a lot easier to put together compared to the Salamalyon, where I did need to get the drill out. So with the legs, again, it's a peg that goes into like the upper leg and then the lower leg, and then the talons themselves clip on as well, so quite easy to put the legs together. And then these will all assemble nicely onto the main body unit, which is already assembled there, just in the back of the shot there. But yes, the figure itself is quite easy to assemble, both of them, to be honest. You only really need, I would recommend some nippers if you ever did have one of these, just to remove the pieces. If you do have some sandpaper as well, just to clean up any nub marks that you may have. But yeah, so they're very simple to assemble. As you can see, putting on the final pieces of Griffolyon there, the 4 legs, and putting on the 2 majestic wings, so to speak. And finally giving it its shield. And yeah, so that is Griffolyon. So wrapping up this little history lesson here, so we have these wonderful figure of Bit Beasts along with their main blades, Salamalyon. We have Griffolyon as well. Both wonderful for collection. I dare not use them in battle, I'll be honest, but they are some very nice Beyblades.